Yay. Well, thank you so much for having me, you guys. This is one of my most favorite things to do is like team calls. And this is really special because you guys are the ones that are building, that are hustling for diamond. So I wanted to talk about that today, about why. Why are you hustling for diamond? Okay. And first of all, you guys know Patrice is amazing. Amazing, right? She's an incredible leader. You guys, I'm not sure if you realize this, but you are number 377 in the network. What does that mean? That means that you're kicking butt, okay? There's a network of over 400,000 coaches, and your team is 377. That's incredible. And keep in mind that at the end of the year, the diamonds, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s get thrown out. Right now they're showing up, but at the end of the year they get thrown out. So you have absolutely a huge possibility of moving up in the ranks. The higher you guys go with rank advancements, the higher up your team goes. And I want you guys to get this. I want you to realize that I'm saying team. I don't know, were you both at Summit? Ashley, Jennifer, I can't remember. No. Okay, so Melanie Mitro, you were at Summit, Jennifer?
Jennifer was, yeah.
I took a picture with you. Patrice and I hunted these down.
See, I know. I mean, that's the only thing that happened that week. Yeah, I'm running on Energize and granola bars at Summit, so I'm kind of delusional. So what I want you guys, I don't know if you remember, but Melanie Mitro got up there and she was like, you guys, this is not about me. She's like, I get to lead these people, but this is not about me. This is about my team. And it's the same thing that's happening here. Okay. You join this business because of the community. This is your community. This is your family. Okay. So let's talk nitty gritty on diamond. I'm a little sad that we are talking about emerald at all, because emerald is, you can do that in a couple of hours, really, if you wanted to, right? Emerald's not hard. So what is diamond? Diamond is emerald 2 more times, 1 more time. So if you can hit emerald, you can definitely hit diamond, you guys. Absolutely. I always tell my coaches, diamond is a decision. It is not a destination. Even when you hit diamond, because you are going to hit diamond, you're not going to stay there. Okay? You always have to look at what's next. Always. And when your team becomes an elite team, Patrice is going to have so much content, so much opportunity for more training to help you. Statistically speaking, coaches that are on a premier or elite team are more successful and earn more income than coaches who are not on an elite team. And that's because we see who you are. Your coach, your leader, Patrice, she loves on you harder than because she's able to. I'm not saying that they don't, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not because a non-elite coach doesn't love on her people. It's because she can love on you more. She has more opportunity and more training, more access to things to pass on to you. Okay. I'm so sorry. Like, I feel all gross and nasty in my throat. So diamond is where things really start to get exciting. Okay. This is where we see that you're serious about this being a business. So for me, I start to work with people when they're at diamond. Okay. And that's awesome for me. It's my favorite thing, you guys. This is literally my dream job. Okay. And I love working with you guys. And my favorite day is when you get to break up with me. So I want it to be your goal to make Patrice break up with me so that she gets to work with Keyshawn. Okay. Because Keyshawn, oh, there's another Ashley. Hi. Yay. Welcome. So we're talking about diamond and how important it is and how exciting it is. I'm sure Patrice has filled you in on all the stuff that's going on. So anyway, that's my goal for you guys, is to let Patrice break up with me so that you guys can come to me and then eventually break up with me. Okay. It's my favorite thing to see you, to hear from you. And I know Jennifer can tell you this too, that when you call me or you message me and you've reached a goal, I am over here losing my mind. I can't tell you how many happy dances I've done in the aisle of my cubicle because somebody has said, I got 10 SC and I have never done that before. Awesome. You guys, do you realize how many lives that translates into? I'm watching this Beat Your Best initiative, and I'm seeing so many people change lives. It's incredible to me. So that's why we're in this business. We're in this business to change lives and make money while we do it, right? Coming into making money, let's talk about that. Diamond is when you get to be in the highest rung for your team cycle bonuses, okay? Why would you want to slip out of that? Why would you want to go down to Emerald or Ruby? That's dumb, right? Let's not get demoted, and you have total control over that. When you get to Diamond, because you will get to Diamond, focus on not going on defense. It's so easy to go into a manager role. And I know you guys have seen this happen. Even if you got super, super close and you got excited, you're like, okay, I have to keep everything exactly the way it is. You guys kind of see what I'm talking about? Like, okay, I got my coaches, I got my emeralds, I need to make sure everything's good. And you worry about keeping it exactly the way it is instead of being on offense, meaning going out and keeping to recruit other people all the time. When you reach Diamond, think about your organization as a bucket. And Patrice, I don't know if you were at NLC. Okay, so I'm going to use the same metaphor that Craig did on volume, okay? So think about having a bucket, and that's your organization. But this bucket is full of holes, okay? So you're always losing something, right? You're always going to be leaking people. Which kind of sounds gross, but think about that, okay? That's your organization. So you always have to be bringing people in because there's always going to be somebody going out. Are you taking a picture, Patrice? You're the only one that looked good in that. I see what you're doing. Little booger. I love it. I'm probably like, it's a good thing I'm comfortable with myself. It's fine. So think about your organization that way. So don't try and protect your team. Love on your people. Love them hard. Make sure you give them good support. But always know that you have to be bringing people in. There's no limit to the love that we have, right? So love on everybody that you bring in, because that means that the people that are going out, you still love them, but they're not really doing a whole lot for you. So you need to bring somebody else in that's running. I want you to run your business just like I run my position at my job. So here, we talk to people who have reached Diamond, who are hitting Success Club, who are killing it, who are changing lives. You guys do the same thing, okay? Like if there's somebody around and they're saying, gosh, I want to do this, but they're not showing the work. They're not putting up SC points. They're not having conversations. They're not doing anything to show you. They don't have anything to show you that they're having conversations. Say, you know what? I love you and I love what you're doing. Get 2 SC points. Help one person. Show me. Show me that you're working. That way you know who to spend your time with, okay? There's another thing. Oh, if we want to be solid Diamond, because we talked about getting to Diamond and then being solid. Because when you get to Diamond, I guarantee you that you'll fall out. I guarantee you. 99% of the time, a coach gets to Diamond and then they fall back. Why? Because they go on management mode. Here's how to not do that. Here's how to be a solid Diamond, okay? When you bring people on, talk about Diamond first, okay? Yeah, dude, you're going to get to Emerald. That's awesome. Then you're going to get to Diamond. We're always talking about Diamond. Yeah, we'll celebrate Emerald, we'll celebrate Ruby, but Diamond's where it's at. So teach your coaches when you bring them on to get to Diamond. Because if you're only a Diamond, they're going to do half of what you've done, right? So if you teach them to go to Diamond, then eventually you're going to get to 1 star. And then eventually you're going to get to 2 star. Now, 2 star is where it's at. Like this is where it really gets exciting. It's where we see people starting to come home from their full-time jobs. It's where we see our side hustle as Beachbody start to take over our main hustle. That's really kind of the tipping point. And 1 star is great because you really do have a little bit of wiggle room, but I really like to see you at 2 star because then you can lose a Diamond and still be Diamond, right? And that way you're not getting demoted, so to speak. Your income is not being affected. But when you get to 2 star, you get to clone yourself. How many times have you said, I just wish I had a coach like me. I just wish I had someone that worked like me. Guess what? We let you do that. You get to 2-star, we give you yourself. We let you clone yourself. It's called your second CBC. And we let you put it wherever you want to. So it increases your income. So really, I know it sounds like way, way out of the way, but guys, one thing at a time. You can get there, I promise. Okay. That's my goal for you, is to get to 2-star, because I want to see you making income by changing people's lives. It's not all about income, but I'm telling you right now, Carl has come into this office and sat in this room and said, making money is not a bad thing. I love helping people. I love making money. Our CEO says that. Okay. So it's not a bad thing. You guys, you get to be compensated for doing what you love. Why not get compensated well? Okay. Diamond is where that starts. Okay. So we're going to get to diamond. We're going to hold it, right? We're going to be an elite team. We're going to kill it. And then next year, Patrice is going to be elite and you guys are going to be premier, right? And then the next year, you're going to have elite teams, because success breeds success, right? Yes. Awesome. Now I want you guys to out and get it. Deal? Awesome. Okay, I have a couple minutes if you guys have any questions.
Yes, I love that. Love. Fire you up. It's not just coming from me. It's coming from someone else.
It's coming from me. Guys, I want you all at Summit next year, and I want to love on all of you so we can take pictures on the stage. And I want to put your name, like your team name, all over the place. It's going to be awesome. Yes. Awesome.
Guys, ask questions, anything, any struggles. Don't be ashamed. She's heard it all, and she is here to help. Struggles.
You can ask me something. Okay, so while you guys are thinking, I will tell you a little bit about my story, because I don't even know that Patrice knows my story of how I came to be at Beachbody. Do you know, Patrice?
No.
Okay, so it all started a long, long time ago after I had my third baby, who is now 10. And I was like, okay, I got to get healthy, right? Oh, actually, it started way before that, because I was a turbo kick instructor. So Turbo, I don't know if you guys know, was owned by Shalene a long time ago, and they weren't affiliated with Beachbody. So I was a turbo kick instructor. So I taught that for a while, but after I had my third baby, I didn't have a class. I had moved. And so then I started doing P90X, and I did P90X like with like probably 8-pound weights were my heaviest. It was kind of funny, but I did that program and I felt really accomplished. And I was like, okay, well, I saw this Insanity thing. Oh, side note here. My P90X and my Insanity were both pirated copies. Okay. And now you have that on recording. So don't tell anybody. Okay, guys. So they were both pirated. I didn't pay for either one of them. But by this time I had gotten a class. I was doing Turbo, teaching, and then I bought Turbo Fire. Yes, my first purchased program was Turbo Fire. But you guys, I'd been doing these programs for probably 2 years, teaching classes, and no one ever reached out to me. I was teaching free classes at a church gym, and no one ever reached out to me, right? I could have been like one of the most successful coaches. I had no idea what Shakeology was. I had no clue, because no one talked to me about it. So I had a friend, and she approached me. She was like, so you really should start running. Like, you should do a half marathon. And I was like, girl, you're high. I'm not running. Like, I can't do that. And she was like, well, it takes like 2-ish hours. Don't you think that you could do Turbo for 2 hours? And I was like, for sure. I could do it all day long. I love that crap. And she was like, see, that's all it is. And then, of course, the seed was planted. I was like, okay, I feel like she full on challenged me to run a half marathon. So then who starts running? This girl right here. I start running, and I train for a half marathon. And if anybody knows runners, it's not if you get injured, it's when. You're always going to get injured, right? And especially being in sports, whatever, it's going to happen. So training for my second or third, I got injured as my IT, and couldn't run anymore. And oh my gosh, Lacey Larson's in the office. She just ran that way. I'll tell her you said hi, Patrice. I will. So the seed was planted. I got injured, And then I went to my PT and he was like, so I don't think you should run for a while. It's going to take a while for this to heal, to rehab, all that. And so he's like, you totally swim, ride bikes, stuff that doesn't have impact. So I was even having trouble teaching turbo because there was some impact there. So I got in the pool and I was like, okay, I'm still pretty good at swimming because I swam in high school. And then I was like, well, I hate being in the water every day during the week because hair, right? And you smell like chlorine all the time. So I was like, oh, I'll just get on this bike. And then a triathlete was born. So now I am a triathlete. I have done an Ironman. I have done 7 half Ironman distance races, and I do sprint triathlons, Olympic triathlons, a lot. Like, I can't even tell you how many I've done. I just do them all the time. But my point in telling you that, like, I'm really proud of myself, but it started with P90X. It started, my gosh, I'm going to get emotional. That never happens to me when I tell this story. It started there, you guys. It started with Shalene. It started with this guy on a video that couldn't even see me. And now I took my body 140.6 miles. And I never thought that was possible. And I'm going to do it again in November because it started there. You guys are helping people like me, okay, change their lives. And the more people you help, the more successful you're going to be, the more successful your team is going to be. I'm really sorry. I never get emotional when I talk about this. So thank you, guys. Thank you for doing what you do, because I know my life is not the only one that's been touched. Okay. So thank you so much for doing what you do. And I saw the question. It is actually in Arizona. So hopefully it gets a little cooler because it's like 115 today there. But thank you guys so much. Do you have any questions? I have a couple minutes before I'm going to run.
I think hearing those stories really brings us back to our why. It's so easy to get caught up in the numbers and chasing for the ranks and like trying to get to that next thing that we forget to see people, and yeah, he didn't see you, but like, look what happened. And so we have the opportunity to be the people that see the people. And it's just so important to remember that. Otherwise, that's what will drive us. I love that.
Absolutely.
What's up, girls? Anything good? All right. Well, we recorded this, sharing it with my whole team. So awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Mary.
Absolutely. And friend me, it's Mary V Day on Facebook. So friend me, message me if you need anything. And I'm so excited to see you guys advance so that you can come and be on my calls and I can love on your team so much.
We're going to be yours soon.
Yay. Hey guys.
Right.
Thank you.